Hello, welcome. In this lecture, let us discuss about functions in jmeter. Let us see what are functions, how to use the functions. Also, let us learn how to use the variables along with the functions. Functions are jmeter functions are special values that can populate fields of any sampler or other elements in a test tree. Let us see the syntax. Syntax for writing a function is dollar curly brace double underscore function name, and within the parenthesis you can write parameter 1, parameter 2, and so on, and close the parenthesis and close the curly braces. This is function with parameter. And if you want to write a function, there can be a functions without parameter as well. To write a function without a parameter, syntax will be dollar underscore underscore function name, and no parenthesis required, and just close the curly brace. Here function name is, we need to replace this function name with actual name of the function. We will discuss about some of the functions available in jmeter. There are a lot of functions, but we will discuss some of the important functions, and you can later explore about other functions as and when it is necessary. Okay, let me open the jmeter now, and let me create and save the test plan. So test plan, I will say function demo. I will add the thread groups here, and I will also add the sampler HTTP request. I will give www.blazddemo.com. You can give any website just for sample testing purpose. So let me say this is thread group 1, and this one HTTP request 1. Similarly, let me add a couple of more thread groups. Let me copy this and let me select this and paste. This is thread group 2, HTTP request 2. Similarly, let me create one more thread group, paste. This is thread group 3, HTTP request 3, and let me save the test plan. Here, and let me also add the listener, view result tree, and you can also add a summary report. You can also add a listener, say view results in table. And now let me run and see whether our setup is done correctly. So request 1, 2, 3 all executed successfully, and setup is done successfully. So now let us understand the functions. Let us understand how to use the functions. For example, I can say here there is a function called log, that I can log the message. For example, we can write a log function like dollar underscore underscore log function message. So this will print this message within this log. So if I save this and let me clear this and let me run. So there is some error. Let me correct the error. What is this error? So okay, we have forgot to put this closing brace, curly brace. So let me save this and let me run again. See, the whatever the message that I have provided within that log function got displayed here, log function message. Similarly, we have a one more function called thread num. For example, here I can say dollar underscore underscore threadnum close the, this is the function without any parameter. So let me save. So this thread number will be displayed here, means it is having only one thread, so it will be displaying one only. So let us clear this and let me run. See here, thread number is displayed. For example, if here only one thread is there, for example, if I add more threads, like let us say I will give number of threads equal to 4, then it should display from 1 to 4 for this for this thread group. We need to give number of threads as 4. So for thread group 3 I will give it 1 only. So for this thread we want to print the thread number. We have given a 4 threads, so it should display now 1 to 4. Let me clear this and let me run again. See here, 1 2 3 4, 4 threads for this thread group 2, because we have given 4 threads. This function thread num is displaying the thread number. Similarly, there is one more function called dollar underscore underscore thread name. It should display the thread group name. Let me clear this and run again. So sorry, I think the function name is thread group name. I think thread group name. So it should display thread group 2 as its name. Let me clear and run. See here, it is displaying thread group 2. This is the name. This is the name of the thread group, right? Thread group name is displayed here. And firstly we have given this function thread number, and after that it is also displaying thread group name. This is the thread number 1 2 3 4, whatever the numbers, and after that one more function we have used thread group name, so it is displaying thread group name as well. And there is a one more function called time. For that we can display the time in a particular format as well. The function name is dollar then curly brace underscore underscore time. You can give a format how you want to display the time, dd mm yy and also you can display hour minute second. So let us see how this will display now. So let me clear this. Also I can disable these two thread groups because we want to check the time related thing only. So let me run again. See here, it is displaying the time, but format is not exactly the what we wanted. So we can do one thing, we can go to options, tools, function helper dialog. You can select the time function here to get more so format of the string. Let me say dd yy. So dd yy. Okay, it should be small d. So we can copy this function and we can use it here. Let me close this, and it should be small d. Now let me save this Let me clear this and let me run. So here date, month and year is displayed. So this one, the time and the parameters. I think we can also use hour, minute, second. It should also display the time, I guess. So let me run again. 2/5/2024 and this is a time 21/05/16. So it is also displaying time as well. Yeah, this is about the time function. And similarly, there is a one more function called let me add one more thread group now. Add thread group, and let me move it here and add a sampler HTTP request. You can give www.blazedemo.com, and here, for example, you can print the sum as well. There is a function called int sum, and let me add 2 and 10. So it should display as 12 in the result. So let me clear this and let me run. So int sum, okay, here syntax error is there. We need to give double underscore first. Double underscore. See, one thing we need notice is if you write a wrong function name, it will not give any error. It will give the result as it is like this. It is not getting evaluated. Let me rerun now. I have made a correction by giving a double underscore. So see, here it is giving a result 12 because 2 plus 10 equal to 12. Here one more thing what we can do is we can save this result of this sum in another variable. Let us say I call it as sum, right? And we can use that sum in another request. For example, I will add one more request here, sampler, and I will call it as sum equal to that variable name sum. I can use here. Variable is accessed using dollar within curly braces name of the variable, right? And blazedemo.com, right? Now next it should display the value of the sum. It means it should display the sum value as 12 as well. It means another request you will have this value as 12. So it means so sum equal to 12. This is getting evaluated here. See, here it is adding these two numbers and it's storing in this sum variable, and in the next request it is displaying a sum as 12. There is one more function called bean shell. So bean shell function will evaluate the uh, expression. For example, I say dollar bean shell, bean shell 10 into 10. 10 into 10 is 100. It should display the 100 as a value. www.blazedemo.com. Any website you can, any IP you can give here for just for the demo purpose. So let me clear this and let me run. See here, okay, again there is a syntax error. We need to give double underscore since it is a function. So let me save it and let me clear and run again. See here 100, and you can store this some result in another variable by giving comma and result, and you can use this result in the next sampler. This is about the bean shell function. We will see one more function called, so we can display the machine IP address by giving uh, __machine machine IP. Run this. it is displaying the machine IP address here. You can see here one more function called machine name. It will display the name of the machine. For example, let me clear and run again. See here, machine name is getting displayed here. So now we have discussed about what is function and how to use those functions, also how we can use the variables to store the result of those functions. We have discussed about a log function, then we have discussed about thread number and thread group name, how to display, and we also discussed about the time function, and we can display the time in particular format, and we have discussed about int sum and also storing that value of the sum in variable, and we can access that in the next sampler. And we also learned about bean shell, which evaluates the expression and which can be stored in another variable, and we can access that in the subsequent request as well. Similarly, we have learned about machine name and machine IP as well. So these are the functions that we have discussed. There are many functions. If you want to explore about the functions, what we can do is to go to tools, go to function helper dialog box and select the required function, and you can just click on help. It will open the web page, and that function details will be displayed. So these are the things that we have discussed here. So now let us revise what we have discussed. Functions in jmeter are special values that can populate a fields of any sampler or any other element in a test tree. The syntax for function is dollar, and within the curly braces you underscore underscore function name, and if it has a parameter you can pass parameter 1 2 3 and so on, where function name is name of the function such as log, time, so on. And you can also have a function without a parameter, which will be written in this way: dollar underscore underscore function name. Function names are case sensitive, and function names are mostly written in camel case. It means each word will start with the uh, capital letter. First word will start with a small letter, and after that subsequent words will be starting with a capital letter. And we have discussed about the functions such as thread num, thread group name, time, log, int sum, machine name, machine IP, bean shell, counter. And we have also learned you can go to the function helper dialog to understand more about the functions, and you can also get a help by clicking the help option in the function helper dialog box. You just need to go to the tool, function helper dialog, and you can click on help, select this required function, and web page will be opened which will contain the details of that function. There are a lot of functions which is not practically possible to discuss in this one lecture. So you can have a look at the functions whenever it is necessary, and you can study about those functions. So there is one more thing I wanted to tell is you can go to options and log viewer, and once this you select the log viewer, what will happen is, let me enable this here, and let me run this. See here, logs will get displayed. For example, log, let me enable this here, log function message. Let me clear this first, let me run. See here the function log function. See here we can see log function message. This is the info level, means if you go to the tools function helper dialog box, select the log function, you have a log level, which is you can select either info. By default it is info. You can select other options as well, such as out or err. Since by default it is info, it is displaying as info here, so for our log messages. And now I can disable this log viewer. So this is about the functions, and thank you for watching.